Call the meeting to order. Mr. Rudolph, you do your thing, please.
Jim Cohen,
Yes, sir.
Mike Owens,
Here.
Amy,
Here.
Gary Finley,
Here.
Bob,
Here.
Bill,
Here.
Mike, Amy, here, Chris,
Here.
Brock, and I'm here.
Ready? All right. Can I have somebody please, we're approving for 2 months here. Since we didn't have our meeting last month, we'll be approving for December and January.
I make a motion, we approve the minutes for December of '24 and January of '25.
Second. Okay, all in favor? Anyone opposed? All right, approved. Can I have someone move to approve the district financial statements for December and January?
I'll move to approve the financials.
I'll second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? All right, that passes. Could I have somebody move to approve the claims for December and January?
I'll move to approve the claims for January, or December, January.
Second. Okay, thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay. Could I have a motion to approve the plant report for December and January?
I'll make a motion to approve.
All in oh, I'm sorry.
Second.
Second, thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? All right, that passes. Could I have someone move to approve the salary ordinance of 1/20/21? Does anybody need an explanation on that? No? Okay. May I have a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion, we approve the salary ordinance of,
1/2021?
yeah, that.
May I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? All right. Okay, we have the complicated business. Do we need any introduction or any input from you, Ann?
Which one are you on, since I
Okay,
don't
yeah,
have your
okay,
agenda?
well, let's see. The authorization, a signatory authorization resolution so that we can get the loan.
This is just for you, Jen.
Okay,
It's for the SRF to allow you to be the signer on all the paperwork.
got it. It's the FRS, okay, so that doesn't have to be,
So that you do need a motion. That is for what truck? I've forgotten.
This is just for, because he's the new president.
Oh, because you're the new president. I've jumped ahead of you. Sorry.
okay. Could I have a motion to approve the SRF loan program?
So moved.
Second?
I'll second it.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay, thank you. Alrighty. Now, is this where you come up?
I don't know what's next.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, the
Sugar Creek.
Okay, so we have the agreement for Sugar Creek. It's up for renewal, apparently.
Okay. So if you recall, when you were in the process of building your current treatment plant, you entered into an agreement with Sugar Creek, and part of that agreement did allow them to increase some of their limits when the plant was complete And so this agreement is for them to increase their limits. Michael has looked at this, but it is for the increase of their concentrations in wastewater for BOD, TSS, and fog, for additional increases in their surcharges specifically set forth in this agreement. Their new limits, if they go over those new limits, they're still subject to fines and charges, just as your other ratepayers are. But after your plant was complete, you were to allow them to increase what they were to discharge. Michael and I have looked at this. I've worked with the council for Sugar Creek to put together this agreement, and for lawyers to be able to put together an agreement that really is only 3 pages long, signatures are on the 4th page. I'd say that's not terribly complicated. And that's really all it does, is just update those limits for them, which you are obligated to do. It does have language in it that if the law changes, so if IDEM changes limits in the future and says you can have greater fog discharges that are allowable. If the federal government, that's a good example right now, changes, EPA changes go way up, that they could come back and ask Michael to make additional changes. And if he says, plant can't handle that, then they have the opportunity then to petition you as the board. Frankly, I think you'd probably want to hear from Michael why he told them plant can't handle it, which should be the only reason he has for telling them no. But they have the right to petition you if he denies it, and then they have the right to petition IDEM. IDEM can always order you to serve if you decline. So that language is in there. But otherwise, it's just increasing their rates, which you're obligated to do, or increasing their limits.
And I
How
gather
much
you-
excessive,
The original,
yeah, do we have left right now?
oh, as far as capacity,
Yeah,
we're at 50%.
oh, we're only 50%.
How much will this increase it?
There's the same limits that we had in the original agreement. Like standard was 300 for BOD and TSS, and that was 500 for TSS.
So we're still not gonna be anywhere near maxing out plant
No.
capacity on any of these things. Okay, so we have room for growth down the road. Okay.
And when it says concentrations, that's within a reasonable range, because for so long we had the mystery odor and what was causing that and what would effectively treat that to not be a problem. None of this goes into any kind of realm of concern as far as revisiting that problem or making it worse.
I mean, they've been putting it out probably around 250. BOD would be the big one.
Yeah,
That could potentially be an odor issue.
but you're comfortable with the
Yes,
concentrations it's been.
But as far as I'm concerned, we've been running with this 500 and this 500
Okay,
for a while now.
okay,
We're just basically just extending the agreement.
yeah, making it official. Okay.
And you're comfortable with in the arbitration fees and so forth of how that's structured?
Yes. That's basically from the original agreement,
Okay.
same language, didn't really change.
Any additional questions?
I make a motion, we accept the new agreement with Sugar Creek as written.
Do I have a second? Thank you. All in favor? Anyone opposed? Okay, you're good. Okay. Now, Mike, I'm only gonna go along with you if we get this particular truck.
That's just an example.
It's gotta have a white cab and red trim on the back.
Yeah, I like that.
Does anybody have any questions for Mike about the truck?
How much is the shortfall between what we already have and what the local funds are going to have to make up? I read through it, but I don't remember if I saw it.
So SRF, the estimated, what we'll have left over is 130. So we
Okay.
have to come up with up to 110. We'll have to get it, we gotta go through a process of getting approval from the SRF and then whatever Ann says on our end.
Okay.
Is there a chance that we can get it for less than 240?
That's actually the low end. That's the low end.
That's the low bid, okay. You can always push him a little harder, can't you?
So there's a chance it could be more than that.
I hope not, because we're set to get it approved for that amount. So
Okay.
pretty-
I was
We've
gonna
got-
say, are you gonna ask us for a range tonight then?
I mean,
I don't know.
yeah, do you have a quote that's good for 90 days or something like that?
We haven't got the final quotes yet. Yep. We gotta find out if we need to go through the 3 quotes or actually go through the bidding process.
So tonight, all you're doing is taking action to ask SRF to allow you to use the remaining SRF
Okay.
funds to apply it to the purchase of this type of truck, which has an estimated cost of
Okay,
240. I just went back to double check that language in the SRF communication. So that's all you're being asked to do tonight.
it's not a commitment.
So it's not a commitment, you're not guaranteeing to SRF that you're gonna get it for precisely that amount. And if you could get it for less, okay, what we thought it was gonna be, we estimated in good faith. And Michael's right, I have an issue that I wanna double check whether you can really take those quotes or whether you have to bid it, but that's an issue for me. But all you need to do tonight is if you agree that you should have a similar truck, and that you should use the SRF funds, then you need to ask them for permission to do so. And that's all you need to do tonight.
I'd make a motion that we give the permission to move forward with that purchase, or not the purchase, but the request.
Second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay, there we go, approved. Okay, does anyone have any old business or new business they'd like to bring up? If not, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion, we adjourn.
All in favor?
Aye.
Adjourn, thank you.